Hi guys, welcome to our new YouTube channel, and this is called Clay of Cultures, and we are going to feature our first sculpture today, and this is called Manananggal in the Philippines. So I'm going to show you this one, guys. This is Manananggal. So it's a very unique character because this is what we call as the vampire in the Philippines, but it's a lady vampire in the Philippines, or we call this also aswang. So it's very unique because it has two pair of wings, as you can see here, and when it flies in the evening and tries to get its victim, so it splits its body into two parts, leaving the torso and the legs behind, while the upper body will fly and look for its victims. It has a long tongue, so which will be used to suck the blood, and it has also it's a monster-like character, as you can see, guys, here. Okay, so that's what we call, and then you can see here the prominent splitting of the body. And here, guys, I'm going to explain to you what's Manananggal, while you stay tuned and also watch how I made this particular clay of sculpture. So thank you, guys, and I hope you're going to subscribe to this channel, and you are going to stay for the rest of the next sculpture that we're going to do. But for the meantime, please focus on this character, and I hope you're going to get excited and be happy about all these things. And thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the video, and of course, please subscribe to this channel. So while we prepare for our materials, which is basically first the wire sculpture, I'm going to tell you something about the support of what's it all about. Manananggal is actually confused with wakwak and aswang. Translates to one who removes or separates its limbs or body parts. So it's a vampire-like mythical creature native to the Philippines. So it's actually a scary monster, a malevolent, man-eating and blood-sucking monster or witch. And at the same time, it's hideous. It's usually depicted as a female character and always capable of severing its upper torso and sprouting huge bat-like wings to fly into the night in search of its victims. So that's very scary, guys. Actually, if you're going to look at the video right now, we are actually starting to put on clay already. So I use this particular clay, and which you can order online. Mine, I ordered this one from Lazada, online shopping store in the Philippines, also well known. And then I ordered mine. It's actually a clay which I think you need a little bit of water just to soften it up. It's a shopping air dried clay. So I had a difficulty trying to put the to the foil. So but I managed to actually put the clay. So as you can see here, sculpt the body part, the upper part and the lower part of the portion. So since it's a female character, the aswang is a female character, the clay. So I'm trying to recreating a female Manananggal. So actually, guys, the Manananggal is said to favor preying on sleeping pregnant women using an elongated proboscis-like tongue to suck the hearts of fetuses or the blood of someone who is sleeping. It also haunts newlyweds or couples in love. So that's very funny to hear. Due to being left at the altar, grooms to be are one of its main targets. The severed lower torso is left standing and is the more vulnerable of the two hubs. So that can be, the Manananggal can be defeated, guys, by sprinkling salt and smearing crushed garlic or ash on top of the standing torso, which will be fatal to the creature. The upper torso then would not be able to rejoin itself and would perish by sunrise. So here, guys, you can see that I made a creature. It's as if it's about to separate its upper half from the lower half, so exposing the internal organs of the creature. So as you can see, guys, that clay is a little bit messy because I used a little bit of water just to wet the clay and be able to mold it. So that's a little bit messy there, but I managed to make the lower part and upper part. Now we're trying to make the figure of the head. So it's a hideous character, so we're trying to create a head, which actually, guys, we separate from the body. So by the way, guys, what I used was a little wire, so that I'll be able to stick it to the body. And then I used again the clay, since that's the only clay that I have right now available. Actually, I ordered also other types of clay polymer, but this is the first time, guys, that I used and then that's but I was able to manage to make the head. The air dry clay, it's a little bit difficult because I also don't have the materials with me. Sculpting are still on the way, so I used actually a screwdriver, guys, the smallest screwdriver, just to be able to create the shape and then sculpt the body and everything there. So there you go. So I was able to attach the head already to the body, and as you can see, I tried to tilt it up so that it would seem to be able to ready to fly and separate. So I place it on top of the glass so that it will try to air dry first, and then so here you go. So here I try to check what are the things that lacking, the details that lacking there. So basically, as you can see there, so that's it, guys. So see there, so its head is tilted up so that it's actually ready to tear its upper body up, and then there, and then what we lack right now are just a pair of wings. So this time I tried to make the base. Actually, I had a difficulty also trying to put the base, to place the base, guys, because instead of using wood, I used just a canvas that's just a leftover of a scrap of my painting, and I place it there with a wire again. So as you can see there, so it's a little bit, it's not that stable, but I think I'll try to manage the next time around to make it stable. What is prominent on this character, guys, is actually the lower part. See there, so it's as if the intestine can be shown, the large intestine and the small intestine, and some of the bone. It's trying to be ripped out. So the myth of Manananggal, guys, is very popular in the Philippines, actually in the Visayan regions, and then especially in the western provinces of Capiz, Iloilo, Bohol, and Antique. There are varying accounts of the features of the Manananggal, like vampires, Visayan folklore creatures, and aswang. Manananggals are also said to abhor, or they are also scared of garlic, salt, and holy water because they are evil creatures. They were also known to avoid daggers, light, vinegar, spices, and tail of a stingray, which can be fashioned as a whip. So folklore of similar creatures can be found in the neighbor nations of Indonesia and Malaysia. The province of Capiz is the subject or focus of many Manananggal stories, as with the stories of the other types of mythical creatures, guys. So such as ghosts, goblins, ghosts, and generically referred to as aswang. So sightings are purported here, and certain local folk are said to believe in their existence despite a modernization. The Manananggal share some features with the vampire or Balkan folklore, such as dislike of garlic, salt, and vulnerability to sunlight. So that's how we try to show our mythical creature Manananggal in the Philippines, guys. So here, as you can see, I tried to attach the tongue, which is more than the average because it's transformed already into a hideous monster. And as you can see, I applied a liquid glue so that it will have a more sturdy body and to add more durability also and stability to the sculpture. Actually, guys, I'm not really fond of just having a pure material, so I try to experiment on other materials as well, such as glue, so that it will create a more transparent and more stable structure of the sculpture. So that's what I use, guys. Maybe you can also use this one if you are interested. So actually, guys, I also, if you noticed later on, I use also glue for the wings. So I use stick glue for the wings, as you can see later on. So here you can see the Manananggal without the wings first. So I just try to check whether it's stable and what are the other features that are lacking. So I try to fix also the chest part and also the hand part. So I try to create the details, especially on the hand part, the fingers. So as it tries to put on some force, so it tries to make a clenched fist, as if trying to create some force in order to push its upper body part. So as I said, what's lacking, guys, are already just a pair of wings, in which you can see how I made it actually later on. So for the pair of wings, I used the stick glue, because if I stick to the metal and what's this, a fabric, it will not create a more clay-like sculpture. So actually, this sculpture, guys, is a mix of the clay, the air-dry clay, the glue, and the wire, and the foil paper. So those were the materials that I used. So as you can see there, I use a multi-purpose wipe also, so that I will be able to detach and it will not stick to the board, especially the glue when it's hot. So I try to shape it I still use the wire as the foundation of the wing, so that I will be able to attach it to the back of the creature. So there, it's actually lightweight, and then I tried to sculpt it using the glue gun. So it's actually a glue, guys, glue. So I don't know also what's the duration of the glue if you are going to use it. But what I really want to achieve is that our channel will be a combination more of a sculpture, and at the same time, it's a sculpture at the same time showing a unique character, a special story or history of, or a legend or a myth of a particular creature. Actually, we as Filipino guys, we are fond of mythical creatures. I think also of other cultures, they are also fond of mythical creatures. But I don't know what's the reason behind why is it that my premiere video is more particularly focused on the Manananggal. But actually, it's a prominent creature in the Philippines, and maybe you can see other creatures when I make the video. Next time around, maybe I'm going to show you other characters as well. What are the other creatures? Maybe duende or a dwarf, or you can say what's our version of a dwarf, which is duende, as I told you, and then what's our version of what's our vision of a vampire, which is aswang. What's our version of a hideous and giant, which is kapre or tikbalang, like a. So that will be very, very interesting next time, guys, to check, and let me see if I can do also create a shape. Now here, as we go back to the video, guys, I already attached the pair of wings to the Manananggal, and then wow, it's trying to recreate a hideous character there. So it's the wings is a bat-like wings. And you can see I added some glue gun there to be able to stick it to the back portion of the sculpture of the body. So as you can see there, it's creating a movement that it's really ready to detach its upper body and ready to fly and leave its standing torso behind. That's it. So it's also a transformed character. But actually, guys, later on, I just did not place it here for our time lapse. I also painted it with acrylics to make it more, what shall we say? It's more real life in character. In the photo, but I will not be able to show you guys actually the finished product or the character. I'm going to show you at the end of the video. I hope guys you really like this video, this channel, and I hope you're going to subscribe, and also that will really inspire me a lot to showcase more characters of the Philippines. Maybe we can also showcase characters from other countries. So here we go, guys. So it's now ready and ready for presentation. During the introduction, I showed it to you. So this is what happened, guys. You see, it's about to be detached. The upper body is about to be detached, and the lower body will be left behind. So thank you very much, guys. I hope you enjoy this video and our premiere video, and I hope you're going to subscribe to this channel. So thank you very much, and God bless you guys, and enjoy. Thank you. Bye bye.